Hello everyone, my name is Michelle and welcome to the very first episode of the Michelle.languages podcast. In this first episode, I would like to introduce myself, a little bit of my academic background, the languages I'm studying at the moment, and a little bit about myself, my hobbies, and also introduce you to this podcast. I'm a 22 years old student, a college student, full-time college student, and I'm currently studying a master's degree that is called Languages and Culture for Communication and International Cooperation, which is a mixture between languages, cultural studies, a little bit of law, and a little bit of economics. So a little bit of everything and nothing at the same time, but I really enjoy it. So as I said previously, I'm studying basically languages at university, and the two languages I'm currently focusing on and majoring in are English and Japanese. So as you can hear, I speak English almost on a daily basis, but I'm from Italy, so I hope you will forgive me if I make some mistakes every now and then, but English is not my first language, and sometimes I really make silly mistakes in Italian as well. But never mind. And the other language that I said previously I'm focusing on is Japanese. Japanese is my one love. It's like the language that I love the most, basically. And I'm currently in 4-ish and 3-ish, so I'm entering the intermediate stage of learning Japanese, which is a pretty hectic journey. If you follow me on Instagram, which is my main platform by the way, you will see that I struggle on a daily basis with Japanese. But you know, relationships, especially with the languages and the people that you love the most, can be sometimes a little bit traumatic. Okay, I'm just joking, don't worry. I'm also studying Korean on my own, so I'm self-studying Korean. I'm learning Korean through Japanese basically because it's just so much easier for me. But I will talk about how I'm learning Korean probably in another episode, because I would like to give you my tips and my tricks about language lettering and all this fancy stuff. So be sure to stay tuned. And nowadays, I'm also focusing a little bit on my Spanish because I learned Spanish in high school and I'm learning pretty well, upper intermediate level, so a B2, kinda. And after a hiatus of 4 years more or less, I have to say that I was starting to lose it. But you know, Spanish and Italian tend to be pretty similar. And so I ended up speaking Italiano, basically, which is a mixture between Italian and Spanish. So that's why I also decided to read in Spanish, to recover it, to speak a little bit, and just not to let it go, because I also love the Spanish language. So yeah, I'm currently tackling 4 languages at the same time, but it's not a big deal because I've been studying multiple languages at the same time, like for most part of my life. It's like part of my DNA as a student. So it's not really that complicated for me, but I can understand that learning languages at the same time can be quite difficult for some people. So reconnected with this topic, I would like to introduce some of the main topics that I'm gonna tackle in this podcast. Basically, I would like to share with you my language learning experience, my academic experience. So in this podcast, you will find many episodes about language learning, study tips, study tricks, interview with friends of mine who are part of the polyglot community or of the Studygram community, which are super talented, super inspiring, and I'm pretty sure that will help you stay inspired, stay connected with the world of languages and the academic field and the academic world, or the study world, because I have to say that this community, or at least these two communities, are some of the most inspiring and motivating things that have ever happened in my life. I don't know if it makes sense, but I hope you forgive me. Tomorrow I have an important exam, and my mind is like, why am I even doing this right now? But I think that is a very crucial moment in my life today. I woke up and I felt so inspired to do so many things. I was thinking about my career in a linguistic field, or so I felt like, okay, today we need to record the first episode. We need to start super, in a smart way, in a very positive way. So I thought that maybe this episode, which is kind of trial episode, so I hope you can forgive me for my mistakes with language, if the quality is not the best. But if you I listened to a podcast that is called 80/20 by Lily Rocco, and she said basically that if you wait till everything is perfect, you will never start. And she's so right. So I hope you can forgive me if it's not perfect, but otherwise I would never start this podcast. And today, right now, is the right time to do it. Why? Because I'm speaking with my heart. So everyone, welcome to the Michelle.languages podcast. Please, if you're interested in the topics that I'm going to discuss about in the future, be sure to stay tuned here and connect with me on Instagram as well, because it's my main platform. Over there I give almost daily updates about my language learning journey, academic status, tips and tricks, so everything that might help you as well. And okay guys, see you next time. Bye!